Today we're going to explore the much buzzed about topic of girl dinner, which has really taken the internet by storm over the last few months, and discuss how I have wondered, could dairy industry marketing be at play here once again, just like with other seemingly organic social media trends, or is this just a coincidence? If cheese truly is addicting, which seems to be biologically true, sometimes it's hard to decipher, is it dairy industry propaganda, or are people just addicted to cheese? My chair seems to have developed a squeak in the time I've been gone. Okay, first let's talk about what girl dinner is and why it has garnered so much attention. Like so many viral trends on the internet, what girl dinner is nothing new, but it's the particular spin and positioning on it that caused it to go viral. Back in May, a creator named Olivia Maher posted this TikTok.
I cannot find the TikTok right now, but a girl just came on here and said how, like, in medieval times peasants had to eat nothing but bread and cheese and how awful that was, and she was like, that's my ideal meal. This is my dinner. I call this girl dinner or medieval peasant.
That's it. That's the TikTok. I don't know about you guys, but I could definitely relate to this TikTok. I think a lot of people can, obviously, which is why it went so viral. There have been tons of TikToks of people showcasing their own girl dinners, and many people have pointed out what it is basically just a snacking plate or a grazing plate for one. There seems to be a common thread, however, that girl dinners all tend to have a form of meat and a form of cheese. People have even joked that it's like an adult Lunchable. Girl dinner has led to so much online discourse covering everything from gender roles to disordered eating to financial struggles to even theology, and the list goes on. I think that even though girl dinner is a very simple concept, it maybe opened the door to discussing a lot of underlying societal issues. And of course, me being a vegan content creator and someone who likes to examine how animal products are portrayed in media, this trend obviously caught my eye for its promotion, whether intentional or not, of meat and dairy. In order to discuss girl dinner through a bit more of a narrow lens, I want to specifically discuss a segment that the Today Show did on it. A couple weeks ago, I posted a TikTok about the first episode of the new season of Real Housewives of New York and how many times they said the word cheese in the episode. It was 41 times, in case you're curious, and I of course wondered if there might be some dairy industry shenanigans at play there. On that video, someone commented on the Today Show segment about girl dinner, which led me to going to watch the segment and feeling like there was a lot to discuss there. So we are going to watch this Today Show segment together, and I'm going to show you what I mean.
This is my meal. I call this girl dinner.
Meet the girl dinner, a TikTok sensation that has women everywhere saying, dinner for one.
Girl dinner.
Of course, because it's TikTok, there is a corresponding song that goes with it. I'm just warning you, it will get stuck in your head, and I'm sorry about that.
It's a supper made of snacks quickly thrown together on evenings alone. No cooking, no cleanup, only indulgence. The plates made for one person by one person often include cheese, crackers, pickles, and fruit.
And I would also say often include meat.
It's resonating with women everywhere. The hashtag girl dinner has more than 150 million views on TikTok.
This is my dinner.
Some users are
So this Today Show clip was from about 2 weeks ago, and at the time that I'm filming this video, the hashtag now has 762 million views. So quite a few more from even just a couple weeks ago when this Today Show segment was filmed.
sharing artfully arranged masterpieces, and some picking bites straight from the containers.
This is my dinner.
The trend started when Olivia Maher from Los Angeles posted a video of her no-fuss meal.
I was literally standing at my counter, hair's a mess, eating cheese and grapes, and I was like, I cannot be the only person that does this, whose boyfriend isn't home, and so they're eating like a little mouse meal. I posted it immediately. I was so excited to watch women gather behind it.
Why do you think so many women are finding this so relatable?
I think because we've all done it, but alone and as not a secret thing, but just something we never really thought to say out loud.
You're not cooking for other people. You're creating a little platter just for your heart's desire. It's the antithesis of sort of like what was expected of like the 1950s housewife.
It's the total like breakdown of that.
This part of girl dinner, I really like the concept of just eating exactly what you want for dinner. I think that's very empowering and a really good message for women and young girls especially.
A meal bringing joy to millions of women who say the girl dinner is the dinner of champions.
Girl dinner. All right, guys.
Love it.
I thought that first segment about the girl dinner was pretty well done. I really enjoyed the interview with the creator, but this is where the segment starts to get a little suspicious, and you will see why.
Is visible.
Okay, so first, let's show what we all
Okay, why don't you go
have.
first,
Okay, I'll
Jake?
go first.
What you got?
Oh wait, that's
love
beautiful.
pickles. I
You
love
did hummus?
Well,
Obviously now the 4 hosts are showing their own versions of girl dinner.
well, if you have it. These are the rules.
Whatever's in the house.
Whatever is in the house.
Yeah.
A Triscuit is the world's best
I
cracker.
love a Triscuit.
An olive, if you happen to have one or two
those are
left
gold.
over.
I like your dinner. I like yours.
Some carrots
and
of
Reese's
course,
cups.
And the most important
Cheese.
part of the dinner.
Yeah, cheese.
The cheese.
All right, Ms.
Savannah?
Guthrie, let's hear it.
Really? The most important part of the dinner? She's saying that like it's an objective fact, when in reality that's a completely subjective statement. Why is the cheese the most important part of the dinner? Is it the healthiest? I don't think so. Is it the tastiest? Well, that's subjective. That seemed a little fishy to me.
Ms. Guthrie, let's hear it.
I bet we're gonna see a lot of this theme, cheese and crackers. I just like a good old,
So Savannah acknowledging like, oh, we're probably all gonna have cheese on our plates.
like a good old cheese and cracker.
Oh, yeah,
Whatever,
yeah,
not
yeah.
these weedy crackers though. These are too healthy. Just more like a rich,
Just
Yeah.
good old
a
fashioned.
wheat thin
A wheat
is a
thin.
delicious.
Oh, a wheat thin is
Wait,
great.
is that a Levain cookie? What is that?
Well, I just said, and something a little sweet, like a piece of a cookie.
And then
I
you
don't.
got a really good
I would
You
not eat this.
prefer this, wouldn't you?
Actually, no. Feel this. It's warm.
That, you have a warm cookie?
Yeah, have
Bring
some.
that.
I know.
Wow.
You
Oh,
so
yeah,
I would
I want-
hopefully not eat this
Oh,
whole thing.
God.
But if I did, I would tell myself I didn't. Okay, how about
soda.
you?
Mine-
Oh, and a little glass of wine.
Okay. If you've seen discussions of diet culture on my channel before, you won't be surprised to know that I really didn't like that comment about the cookie. I just found it really interesting language to pick in a segment where we're trying to showcase that girl dinner is all about feeling empowered and not guilty and eating exactly what you want to be eating, showcasing that it isn't rooted in diet culture or disordered eating. Yeah, it just stood out to me.
Mine's super simple. It involves 15 seconds in the microwave.
Okay.
Not cooking.
You're
but-
cooking.
So I take a Ritz.
Oh my
Wait,
God.
look what I do here.
Oh, good.
I put a thing of what? I put a
What
thing
is
of
happening?
Whatever.
Can I have a
I
bite?
melt it. Yes, try a melted Ritz. Better than a Ritz.
Oh,
Come on.
No.
that is
I'd like to
delicious.
try one, but this
on.
is the most hoted
Melted-
dinner of
wait,
all time.
Peanut butter and jelly, and then just
How does this
regular.
for real?
This is
Try that.
delicious.
Isn't that so good? And then my sweet treat is the fad of the week, a coconut popsicle.
More cheese on Hoda's girl dinner, no surprise there. And I found it interesting that even though she also had jelly and peanut butter, all the focus really ended up being on the cheese.
Now I'm judged already.
No, you're
No,
not.
you're
I'm not that creative.
Is it fancy?
No, I just make it.
pizza, yeah.
Okay, Quesadillas.
Quesadilla is definitely
because
allowed.
we always have tortillas, and I make it with butter. See how it's all gooey?
Yeah.
That
I
was
love it.
delicious.
And wait,
It
what
is
kind of
the-
cheese?
And whatever I have in the house.
fried one of yours?
It's delightful.
I love
usually,
quesadilla.
honestly,
Yet again, showcasing cheese on Chanel's girl dinner plate.
honestly put beans in it, but that's
Do we all see the common denominator?
What is it?
Cheese.
It is.
Because cheese is
My
happiness.
world's favorite food group.
I know, it really.
Oh my god. Do we all see the common denominator? Cheese. And they say because cheese is happiness, which sounds like it could be a rejected phrase from a brainstorming meeting of Dairy Management Inc. Because cheese is happiness. And then someone else says that cheese is their favorite food group. I've said this before, but whenever someone says, I love cheese, I just want to be like, you're not special. To me, that's like saying, I like air, or alcohol makes me feel drunk. It's doing the thing that it's supposed to do to your brain, which is make you like it and make you want more of it. Cheese is happiness. Like, is it though? Is cheese happiness, or are you just a mammal in which the casein in dairy breaks down as casomorphine, attaching to pleasure receptors in your brain, making you feel like you want more of it? Is cheese happiness, or is that just an evolutionary mammalian response to ensure that babies will want to drink enough of their mother's breast milk to grow to a certain size but then stop once they're weaned? Is cheese happiness, or has dairy marketing just convinced you that this is something that you need past the point of infancy and well into adulthood so that they can continue making tons of money off of you? This is something that a lot of people don't know about because, of course, the dairy industry wouldn't really want people to know about this, but this is something that when I found out about and when I read an article in 2015, which I will put it on the screen and link it below, this is what helped me give up cheese for the second time and go back to being vegan. I like to share that information whenever I can because it's something that really helped me and something that I think could help a lot of people overcome their perceived addiction to cheese. Let's keep watching.
Really is.
Oh my
You know
God.
what it is? It's the butter. The butter, the cheese. I mean,
Here's the thing though.
yes.
It just gets worse. Let's not leave out the butter, you guys. Let's make sure we mention butter as well in this very bizarre segment, which is turned into just like a celebration of cheese.
The other thing is, it leads you to ask, what is a boy dinner?
What is the boy dinner?
I believe the boy dinner is some sort of meat out
Oh
of
my
the
God,
grill.
look at these two.
Oh, what are y'all eating?
White Castles
White Castles.
and pizza.
Riveting grill dinner down there.
Yeah, that was really exciting. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, great. So boy dinner is essentially just more cheese. It's cheeseburgers and cheese pizza. Cool. I will save you guys the time. This segment goes on for 2 more minutes and it's essentially just nonsense. It just keeps dragging on. It's funny because I thought Today Show segments were notorious for being like really tight and really rushed, but this segment, it seemed like they were almost stalling for time or something. Like, what was the point of this whole segment? Like I said, the first part, interesting enough. Sure, let's talk about grill dinner. Let's talk to the girl who, coined the term. But then this second segment was essentially just a nonstop promotion of cheese as far as I'm concerned. Going back to my question that I asked earlier, did the dairy industry have anything to do with this segment? Now, of course, it's very difficult to decipher or say with any certainty whether this is organic or sponsored content. I also think that sometimes this distinction is not super clear cut. Sometimes I think it's somewhat of a murky blend of the two. For example, I want to go back to the TikTok butterboard craze, which I discussed in the Aubrey Plaza Got Milk video. So in that video, I uncovered that DMI, or Dairy Management Inc., or Big Dairy, for all intents and purposes, was behind the butterboard craze, and I found this out because they basically bragged about it in a press release on their website touting their achievements of 2022. They said that Justine Dwaron, who was responsible for the butterboard craze, was part of their Dairy Dream team. So Justine Dwaron, aka Justine Snacks is her TikTok name, ended up becoming aware of this scandal, and I believe that I am the reason why. So after I posted the Aubrey Plaza Got Milk YouTube video, I decided to make Reel and TikTok versions of the video just to have shorter form, punchier versions that people could easily share on TikTok and Instagram. My TikTok that I made currently has 26,000 views. My Reel has about 15,000 views, so they are my most viewed Reel and TikTok, respectively. About a month after I posted the TikTok, someone tipped off a TikTok creator that has a bigger following than me about the DMI press release about Justine Snacks. And I would bet a lot of money that that person got that information from my TikTok. I just don't think many people even know what DMI is in the first place, and I certainly don't think many people are rooting around in their press releases online. So I believe that information came from me. I did not receive credit for it. I'm going to go ahead and take the credit. This bigger creator ended up making a video calling Justine out, essentially saying like the same things I said in my video, but a full TikTok discussing it. And Justine must have gotten a lot of flack from people, so she ended up addressing the controversy herself. The gist of what she said was that DMI, under the name Undeniably Dairy, because if you watched the Got Milk video that I made, DMI operates through a lot of different names, but Undeniably Dairy reached out to her to do a partnership, and she pitched them a video idea. They agreed on it. I don't remember what the original video idea was. And then she had the idea to do the butterboard video. So she actually made the video and then pitched it to them and was like, would you like me to do this video instead? I actually think it might be better. But Undeniably Dairy was like, no, we like the first concept better instead. So she ended up posting that first concept, whatever it was, disclosed that it was an ad. That was that. But then she said because she had already made this butterboard video and she was proud of how it came out, and presumably she put a lot of time and effort into it, she decided to post that one anyway. And surprise, that's the one that went viral. So then, as we know, DMI took credit for that video and claimed that Justine was on their Dairy Dream team. In her Clearing the Air video, Justine claimed that she had no idea what Dairy Dream Team was, and she said as far as she knew, she was not a part of it. I'm guessing that was an internal marketing term term that was thrown around within DMI, but that creators weren't really made aware of. But essentially, Justine was upset because, according to her, what they put out in that press release was misleading. Wait, what? The dairy industry is deceptive? What do you mean? I believe Justine made this TikTok because it was important for her to clear the air that she did not go against FTC disclosure guidelines, which would have been a really big deal. And also, I'm sure she very much did not want to compromise her audience's trust, which for an influencer is arguably the most valuable thing you have. So that's all fine, but my whole thing was that even if the Butterboard video wasn't technically sponsored, she still made it as a result of her partnership with them. So I'm kind of like, girl, you basically just did a free ad for the dairy industry. And that's why I say that these things can be pretty murky. Like, it technically wasn't an ad, but would she have ever made that video if she hadn't been partnered with them on another video? And to tie it back to Girl Dinner, that's kind of how I think of all of this. At best is free advertising for the dairy industry. At worst, I think it's possible that Big Dairy secretly partners with individuals or media organizations like the Today Show to integrate cheese into a segment in a creative way. So in this case, as part of a bigger discussion about Girl Dinner. If you think that's far-fetched, think about the fact that Dairy Management Inc. has been working with fast food chains for decades to help them incorporate more dairy into their menus. That's not disclosed. That's not something that when you see an advertisement for, you know, the Taco Bell grilled cheese burrito, it says, by the way, this is done in partnership with the dairy industry, or when you go in to order it, it says on the menu, this item was made in partnership with Big Dairy. Also think about the fact that they now partner with the Mayo Clinic to research and publish positive news stories about the health benefits of dairy. Bearing all of that in mind, it's not out of the realm of possibility that the Today Show could partner with DMI and not explicitly say so. That's what I mean when I say, is it dairy industry propaganda or are people just addicted to cheese? I think sometimes DMI just get lucky and take credit for something, or just use the opportunity to ride the wave, just like many brands and corporations would do. I remember early in the days of TikTok, there was that guy who would ride around on his skateboard to the Fleetwood Mac song while drinking Ocean Spray cranberry juice. And as far as I know, that didn't start as a partnership, but Ocean Spray then got involved and rode the cranberry wave, if you will, to positive publicity for the brand. In conclusion, I really can't blame people for liking fromage and charcuterie boards or snacking or grazing plates. And of course, you can for sure have a vegan version of a Girl Dinner. I was just in New York and staying with a family member, and we made the most insane Girl Dinner spread one night. It was absolutely delicious. My concern is that any trend that's glorifying consumption of animal products the way that Girl Dinner is normalizing consuming food that many studies have shown to be not healthy for girls and women, specifically leading to certain cancers like breast cancer. And I have just seen way too much breast cancer around me, especially in the last couple years, to not be concerned about this. It's also normalizing consuming food that's not good for the environment, and it's normalizing foods that cause animals to be kept in horrific conditions, endure lives of suffering, and then slaughtered on a mass scale. I'm gonna guess that most of the animal products showcased in Girl Dinner TikToks end up coming from factory farms. I also think that some good has come out of the Girl Dinner trend, specifically empowering women to eat what they want and not conform to societal expectations. I'm aware that any critiques of Girl Dinner can come across as criticizing women's diets or trying to control what they eat, and that's certainly not what I'm trying to do here. The problem is, while it seems like the Girl Dinner trend was presented and started in a really honest and organic way, there's really nothing honest and organic about commercial meat and dairy farming. Whenever these trends go viral, I can't help but feel like we're basically just extending the lifespans of these extremely harmful industries. And that's my major issue with Girl Dinner. So let me know your thoughts on all this. It's a pretty broad topic, and I know we covered a lot in this video. There's been so much public discourse on Girl Dinner, so I guess this was me adding my voice to the mix and letting you guys know what I think of it. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Like I said, would love to hear your thoughts below. Subscribe for more of my videos, hit the bell so you don't miss an upload, and I will see you again soon. Bye!